How many ex-boyfriends did you have in high school?
I had 3.
Oh
they were
my
all,
God.
They were all of my high school boyfriends put together.
I want to hear about your very first meeting. What were your first impressions of each other?
I was like, oh my God, Miles is hilarious.
So hot. This guy is the hottest dude.
He is so hot.
His pictures don't do him justice.
Ugh.
And he's really like a smoking hot dude.
This was your first impression of yourself?
Myself, yes.
Okay, interesting.
Every morning I wake up, I'm impressed at how good I look. No, I saw Shailene and she had this mason jar full of this clear liquid, and I just assumed that it was like moonshine or something. And then, 45 minutes talking about GMOs and all that stuff.
I met Miles and he was like, I just got back from Vegas. I was dancing all weekend and just having a good time with my buddies. I wore an astronaut suit and it's like, all right, we're gonna get along well.
You guys are very different.
We're polar opposites.
Yeah, and so are your characters kind of in the movie. So doing a film like this and kind of being in every scene together, is there something you learned about the other person that you think would surprise most people?
Miles has like one of the biggest hearts that in somebody that I've ever met.
That's very sweet.
I know that sounds so cliche, but it's really true. You do. You're so sweet.
Shay.
He's also so witty. He's the most hilarious person I've ever met.
I mean, Shay, I think, obviously, people that don't know her would get a sense of her from different films or different things that she's done, but she's just, like, fearless.
Yeah.
And you would not say that if you met her, you wouldn't necessarily know that she's 21 years old, because she's very strong in her views, and she has her convictions, and she rarely, if any time I've seen her, like, watches herself. She's proud of the person she's putting out in the world, so.
Yeah. Now tell me about doing this movie, because Shailene, I know you said that Sutter kind of reminds you of like 3 of your ex-boyfriends rolled into one. Were there some moments?
3?
In high school.
How many ex-boyfriends did you have in high school?
I had 3.
Oh
they were
my God.
They were all of my high school boyfriends put together. More so some than others.
How long did you date them for?
The first one was like 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one was like 1.5 years, and then the third one was a year.
1.5 years was like my cutoff point for a long
Okay,
time.
that was when it ended.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't had a relationship since, so.
There you go. Were there moments in the movie though? Because I know for me, like watching the prom scene, it felt a lot like what prom was like for me. Were there specific things in there that felt true to what you went through as a high schooler?
Yeah. Well, the prom scene, because you watch, I don't know, the way, like when I'm watching Cassidy dance and there's a little something there and this and that, but I don't know. I feel like at prom you're seeing an ex-girlfriend dance with somebody that you just know everybody. And that's the thing about high school is everybody kind of has their reputation and stuff.
Yeah.
And
it's a small pool. There's not a lot to choose from.
Yeah, for sure. And what about you? Were there moments in there or any scenes that really reminded you of something in your own life?
There were a lot of scenes, a lot of moments. There was, the whole drinking thing of like meeting someone and drinking because they drank so much. I definitely went through that. And there was a lot of moments of sort of the fun that Sutter introduced into Amy's life. I had somebody who introduced fun into
And when you
my life.
don't grow up in a city and when you grow up in a rural town and you do just kind of, like the
Do
one scene we're on a
nothing.
playground or we're in the woods. I love that. I grew up in a similar town and I drove a 96 Honda Accord.
There you go.
It's the exact car I drove.
I love it. Thank you guys so much.